Madeleine Albright has died. Madeleine Albright was the U.S. Secretary of State under President Bill Clinton, a Democrat ghoul. And she was basically the biggest, most insane ghoul you'll ever imagine. She was like a Kissinger-level ghoul. You probably already know this. If you don't, you've been living under a rock. But maybe some of you are like 12 years old. You've never seen this before. So we're going to play it. So the context is that after the Gulf War, the US imposed incredibly crippling sanctions on Iraq that caused the deaths of at least hundreds of thousands of people, including children, many, many children, to the point that some scholars argue that these sanctions constitute genocide because they knew that people were dying as a result of them, but they still resolved to keep them going for some cynical attempt to delegitimize the Saddam government, which obviously didn't work. They murdered hundreds of thousands of people. They starved them. They made it impossible for them to get medical care. And when this fucking ghoul was asked about it, this is what she said.
We have heard that 500,000 children have died. I mean, that's more children than died in Hiroshima. And you know, is the price worth it?
I think this is a very hard choice, but we think the price is worth it.
It's worth it to kill hundreds of thousands of children because maybe we'll get to punish Saddam a little bit. Got to punish our geopolitical enemy, who, by the way, Saddam was a US-backed dictator. The reason why he was able to solidify power to such an absurd degree is because the US backed him for so long. They only turned against him after he started taking more independent action, such as in his invasion of Kuwait. They backed him as like an anti-Iranian regional puppet. And then they turned against him, started starving Iraqi children to punish him for sort of testing his own mettle against other US geopolitical allies, starved hundreds of thousands of children, knew that it was happening, did it intentionally. The sanctions were designed to cause this to happen in order to try and pressure Saddam, to make him step down or to force the population to be so deprived that they will rise up against him. Then they justified it. Obviously, they're like, we think it's worth it. We got to do something against Saddam, right? This is like the ultimate example of the perils of this American ideology of do something-ism. Whenever something bad is happening, anything in the world, you got to do something about it. You do something about it and you make it so much fucking worse, you fucking ghouls, man. Imagine thinking that the USA makes things better. You got to be fucking pathological. You got to be a fucking sociopath. But yeah, fuck Madeleine Albright. Another ghoul bites the dust. First Colin Powell, now Albright. Where's Kissinger? Kissinger! I curse you. How do I do a curse? This lip balm is Henry Kissinger. I'm doing a curse on it. Shuba luba shaba laba luba. Bah! Alright, he's fucked now. He's gone. Kissinger, I have cursed you. It worked on Albright. It worked on Powell. You should be fucking worried right now, my man. Though it does suck that they're all dying old after living lives of bourgeois extravagance. They should be in the fucking Hague. Well, I don't know why I say they should be in the Hague, because the Hague's a fucking joke. The Hague only exists basically to prosecute European enemies. It's not for actual Western Europeans who are aligned with that bloc, or Americans, or Australians, or anything like that. So yeah, fuck Madeleine Albright. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Genocider. Her, Bill Clinton, George Bush the First, George Bush the Second, all genocidal maniacs. Fuck each and every one of them.